What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. So today, we're going to be discussing is Matthew Stafford a Hall of Famer? A lot of news lately, especially after winning the Super Bowl. We have Richard Sherman commenting stuff, other people commenting stuff, people agreeing with, him not being a Hall of Famer, people arguing that he is a Hall of Famer. Today, I'm going to try to break it down and make this a little different than other videos I made in the past. I'm going to do some commentary over some photos for fun and stuff like that. I'm going to break it down, talk about stats. Hopefully it goes well. This is the first time. I want to start getting into commentating over highlight videos and stuff like that first, but gotta get into this first, do some pictures. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully you guys enjoy. So Matthew Stafford was drafted out of Georgia, first overall to the Detroit Lions in 2009. His rookie season wasn't too good. 2-8 record, threw for 2,267 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 20 interceptions. 2010, however, had to miss 13 games with a 1-2 record because he dislocated his shoulder. But 2011 is when it starts to get good for Matthew Stafford, and many people don't realize this about him. One comeback player of the year. 2011, with the Detroit Lions at 10-6, with 5,000 yards, 41 touchdowns, and 16 interceptions. Have no clue how he didn't make the Pro Bowl that year. Looking at some notable other seasons of Matthew Stafford, 2014 led them to 11-5 record, 4,257 yards, 22 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. So I don't know how he got to the Pro Bowl that year, but of course not the Pro Bowl when he won comeback player of the year with 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns. But mainly I guess because a good record. It is what it is. 2016 had another winning record, 9-7, threw for 4,327 yards, 24 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. The same record again in 2017. 4,446 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. So if you're looking, of course, throughout his career, he is pretty high in interceptions. All right, 2011, 16 interceptions. 2012, 17 interceptions. 2013, 19 interceptions, and he just keeps going. This year, he led the league in interceptions. I'm pretty sure he led the league in pick sixes also. 17 interceptions, through 2, of course, in the Super Bowl. Now, the main reason why Matthew Stafford's career gets overlooked is because he played for the terrible Detroit Lions, a terrible organization, probably the worst organization of all time. You might be thinking the Browns, but the Browns were good when they first started, especially at the beginning of the NFL. Back before the NFL, they won a lot of championships. And of course, they're more successful this year, the past couple years than the Lions have been the last couple years as well. So Detroit Lions, probably the worst organization of football of all time, wasted many Hall of Fame careers, couldn't get anything done with it, starting with Barry Sanders, Calvin Johnson, Matt Stafford. Calvin Johnson literally broke the record for most receiving yards in a season. The most dominant wide receiver of all time. And they couldn't get anything done out of it. So 2021 gets traded to Detroit for Jared Goff. Good decision by both teams. Just wasn't working out. Wanted to switch it up. I think the Matthew Stafford on the Rams was the perfect choice. Sean McVay, a young quarterback, could actually use Matthew Stafford the right way. In this season, it led to a regular season record of 12-5, won the NFC West, for 4,886 yards, 41 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. I think this was worthy of a Pro Bowl as well, especially over Kyler Murray. Goes to the playoffs, destroys the Cardinals and Kyler Murray, beats Tampa Bay, beats the 49ers, and then goes on to the Super Bowl and wins. Only throws for 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Almost kind of choked the game away for them, but that's Matthew Stafford's career in a nutshell. So let me tell you why Matthew Stafford is not a Hall of Famer if he was to retire today. So one, he doesn't have the Pro Bowl accolades, and I know people hate the Pro Bowl. It's a popularity contest, and I absolutely agree, but they're held to a high standard in the NFL, in the Hall of Fame. Played for 13 years and only 1 Pro Bowl so far. No playoff wins besides, of course, this year. As of now, I do not think he's a Hall of Famer, but he's only, of course, 34 years old. Still young. Basically today, a QB with greats. A lot of QBs are getting past that 40-year mark. Big Ben almost got there. Tom Brady, 44 years old. Aaron Rodgers, he's close. Fitzpatrick, he's close. Matt Ryan, he's close. Drew Brees, Peyton Manning when they retired. Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers. A lot of those guys around that mark. Matthew Stafford, I think, has a good 3 to 4 years in him. And in those 3 to 4 years, he could, make a couple more playoff appearances, a couple more playoff wins. Of course, another Super Bowl, which I think would be rare, especially with the guys retiring and potentially leaving. Could make another potential case for Pro Bowl. So, what does, though, Matthew Stafford need to get to the Hall of Fame? So I think Matthew Stafford's case of being first ballot, I think that's gone. I don't think that he'll ever win first ballot unless he wins like a regular season MVP and another Super Bowl along with like 2-3 Pro Bowls. Of course, maybe an All-Pro. Obviously, we get the All-Pro if he won MVP. But I don't see that really happening at all the rest of his career. But he can make a case for Hall of Fame later on down the years. Now, what would he need? I would say about 2 more Pro Bowls. And I know I mentioned in the last clip their popularity contest. I absolutely agree. But they're held to a high standard in the Hall of Fame in the selection. I think he needs at least 2 more Pro Bowl seasons. With those 2 seasons, he needs to have a winning record, and not just some, barely getting into playoffs winning record. He needs, like where 9 and 10 wins. He needs to win the NFC West in both those seasons. And in both those seasons, he also needs at least to have 1 playoff win. I think he needs to have. He just needs to show that he's dominant consistently. I mean, we saw that his first year, of course, with the Rams. He literally won the Super Bowl. I knew once he left Detroit that he was going to get a shot and he'd have a chance. He was kind of my MVP pick for this year. He was close. He was kind of in the lead in the beginning of the season, but then he had those 3 like terrible straight games, throwing interceptions, throwing pick sixes, and it kind of went downhill. And then he just was like borderline. But once again, I still believe he should have made the Pro Bowl over Kyler Murray, but it is a popularity contest once again. And then just, continually dominate. Getting into the NFC Championship would be a big plus. But 2 more Pro Bowlers, 2 more winning seasons with at least winning the NFC West, and then 2 more playoff wins. And I think Matthew Stafford, we could see him in Canton with the gold jacket. Not first ballot, though. And I think they can make a case. Right now, though, I agree with Richard Sherman. He doesn't really have the accolades right now. He's kind of like a Joe Flacco type, Nick Foles type. Many people forget Nick Foles made it to the Pro Bowl, also winning a Super Bowl. And it just sucks to see Matthew Stafford waste his career in the Lions. Not his fault. I blame the Lions organization, but not because of that. He's not really gonna get his chance now. He's gonna have to really work harder and continue to be successful. But he's only 34 years old, has at least 3 to 4, 5 more good years that he has all this chance to maybe win another Super Bowl, maybe win a regular season MVP. Just gotta get those interceptions down. Gotta stop turning the ball over more, and I think we'll see Matthew Stafford. And hey, he ended Tom Brady's career. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I mean, I know it was a little choppy still. I gotta start writing scripts. I think if I start writing scripts, I'll be a little better, but hey, it was a little smooth. I gave my case. I hope you guys agree with it also. I'm confident with my decision. So to wrap it up, Matthew Stafford, Hall of Famer if he retired today? No. Hall of Famer in a couple of years, I think he can make the case. Just needs a couple more accolades. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below what you guys think. Is Matthew Stafford a Hall of Famer or not? I'm out, guys. Peace.